Is with people being obsessed with young male YouTubers, and when they don't get what they want from them, they become obsessive and talk about them for months. I had the exact same thing with this man. Literally stalked me for so long, posting videos about me, until he made a Facebook group and tried to charge people to join it, okay, because they had to be true John Cookian haters. Bear in mind, he used to send me naked photographs on Snapchat until I blocked him, and then he becomes my biggest hater. It's the exact same thing. I'm sorry, I'm not anything special. I don't think you have to be overly attractive to attract a perverts. I just think there's some people in the world that are honestly just sad and pathetic. That is today's video. I really hope it was okay. I'm sorry if this was uber graphic. I'm sorry if it was triggering. I'm going to try and put a trigger warning at the start or something. I hope you're having a fantastic Christmas. I'm sorry if this was a more aggressive video, Cookie Fam, but imagine in my position, being a human being that's literally been harassed for a year. What's the difference between me, okay, and a creator that has 1,000 subscribers? Can I tell you, the only difference is views. We're still human beings that sit in front of a camera and edit our own videos and have a set of likes, and that's literally the same thing, okay? I don't want people to be looking at me saying, well, he's on some sort of pedestal. I'm literally the same human being as anybody else. I just have more people watching my channel. I'm still entitled to have an opinion when someone is harassing me and someone is bullying me, and doing it to my friends as well is honestly just so unacceptable. So I'm sorry if this was a ranty video. This has honestly pissed me off for a long time. I'm also going to bring what's in the dark to the light, you know? Everything is there. The whole world can go and see the truth about Peter Monn. I don't think he should have a license to be counselling children. Whoever gave him that license should take it straight back, because if you are running a porn blog with children, surely that's enough to say, okay, maybe you shouldn't be a counsellor. Maybe you shouldn't be working with children. Do you see what I mean? You can send your following of evil, malicious, nasty people to come and harass me like you did the last time. I'm not going to send anyone to come and harass you. I've just wanted to talk about this for such a long time, and I have my receipts together, and I'd rather just put it out now. So Merry Christmas. Hope everything is going well. Of being PR and being sweet and friendly when everyone else is being cunty, but then I'm made out to be the bully. It's fucking bullshit. So enjoy your day. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Because they just like to hear background noise. Because that's all. When I watch your videos, honestly, is that the only reason I really know who you are is because you yelling at Rich Lux and John Cookian. That shit was funny as shit. I'm gonna say it right now. That shit was funny. How did that shit go? Like, John Cookian will not stop! Ugh! Like, shut the fuck up. You know, I'm just here, I want to know what
I remember those pics really well. And it wasn't just any S&M, but there was a pic or two, at least, with the word pain in them, and some pics with those teenage-looking boys. Oh yes, those Tumblr photos were something else. This is why he threw a fit when John truly exposed him. They were teenage-looking boys. Remember, he wanted really neat friends when he first started his channel. I wonder what Alex thought when Peter was finally exposed. I can't wait for his karma to come to him. His exotic husband, haha. Alex needs to just get up and leave. Peter was coming on to all these young men when he was with Alex. That doesn't say much about their so-called marriage. Peter would leave John voicemail saying John looked really cute in that pink jacket he was wearing for the giveaway. He'd phone John at 3 a.m. in the morning. Who does that?
Let's get into these Reddit comments, shall we?
Let's get into these guru gossip and Reddit snark comments, shall we? His personality is both reckless and destructive, and on some level I think he understands this. Why do I think this? Because it's clear that bringing other people down, hurting people, brings him pleasure. His self-destructive behavior, on the other hand, comes perhaps from him thinking he's invincible, that nothing can hurt him. But in the end, he is very transparent in everything he does. All the people with an ounce, or a gram, of common sense have seen through him ages ago. While he enjoys the negative attention, like all narcissists do, he doesn't seem to understand that most of his remaining watchers view him as a lolco. A cautionary tale: don't be a Peter Monn. He thinks that when he reads what is written about him here or on Reddit, we're somehow overly concerned or want to help him. No, Peter Monn is a lolco that is being milked dry. His constant interaction between GG/Reddit and himself is the milking. He is a laughingstock. While no one wants anything bad to happen to any person on a human level, Peter Monn is one of those people on the internet along with Foodie Beauty that just cannot be helped. So we continue watching the car crash. Some more, some less. And milk the lolco for all it's worth. And the lolco in question is oblivious to what is happening to him, rather thinking that all this attention is somehow good or that people actually care what happens to him. Also, why was Peter coming on to these young men while being with Alex? Is that why Peter got so heated when he got caught? Clearly he doesn't have any respect for his roommate. It's why I have my evidence included in this video. Let's just acknowledge that he got on his soapbox, obnoxiously acting like a pseudo-professional and yelling about his 30-year sobriety and his mother as per usual. Yada yada, I'm sure he was chomping at the bit to talk about himself in this manner yet again. Any chance he gets to boast, he salivates over it. The bullshit he's spewing about asking someone with an addiction to leave the house proves that he has no clue about individualized behavioral health. He should promptly STFU. This is why she asked people not to make a video about her personal situation. He chose to ignore her wishes. He put himself on a pedestal, pompously acting like he's on her side. Her situation is unique to her. He is out of his depth. It's not about confusing love and addiction, as he said. That's a superficial statement which doesn't have any nuance. Ask any person dealing with a friend or family member who has a substance abuse problem and they'll tell you that they know love is not enough. Give me a break. These overwhelming situations are gut-wrenching. What people do depends on a myriad of factors. It depends on what they can and can't tolerate, their safety and the safety of the person with substance use disorder, etc. If he truly understood addiction, then he would have respected her wishes. He sure as shit didn't do that. Education and support are essential for weighing the options/pros and cons. The answers are never easy. Peter is wrong on so many levels. Whether he knows it or not, he passes judgment on others. He is the opposite of an advocate. In my outreach work, I've helped addicts get off the streets. Every person is unique. Treatment goals were always individualized and centered around the strengths and weaknesses of the person, their personal supports, community recourses, etc. Some family members even met me out on the streets to come up with creative solutions. One homeless person would be dead if a family member did not go above and beyond to help their loved one. Peter is grossly out of touch. He's a broken record who isn't keeping up with the times. He's a dinosaur who obviously doesn't know his ass from his elbow. This video was specifically talking about her husband and his struggles and going to rehab. This isn't beauty drama. I can't remember how exactly she words it, but at the end of her video she calls out drama channels and says this is not drama and it's disgusting if anyone makes videos on it for drama. I watched Peter's video and I didn't see him address her thoughts at the end. As usual, it was a lot about himself. It reminds me of when he said he refused to talk about Jacqueline's divorce and he would never do that because that wasn't drama. But if you look at his most popular videos, his number one is about her divorce. Doesn't Michaela have a rabid follower group herself? He should get a little of what he and his crew dish out. Not a fan of hers, but this is common decency. Yes. I thought his head was about to pop off. Almost every person has experienced addiction in some way, shape, or form. Whether it's their own battle with substance abuse or a loved one's addiction. There's a wealth of information and support available and most people know how to access it. To some degree, every person on earth has their addictive tendencies and obsessive thoughts. We're all recovering from something. Peter behaves like scavenger and a bottom feeder. I watched the video even though I don't watch his toxic drama channel on the regular. Let's just acknowledge that he got on his soapbox, obnoxiously acting like a pseudo-professional and yelling about his 30-year sobriety and his mother as per usual. Yada yada, I'm sure he was chomping at the bit to talk about himself in this manner yet again. Any chance he gets to boast, he salivates over it. The bullshit he's spewing about asking someone with an addiction to leave the house proves that he has no clue about individualized behavioral health. He should promptly STFU. This is why she asked people not to make a video about her personal situation. He chose to ignore her wishes. He put himself on a pedestal, pompously acting like he's on her side. Her situation is unique to her. He is out of his depth. It's not about confusing love and addiction, as he said. That's a superficial statement which doesn't have any nuance. Ask any person dealing with a friend or family member who has a substance abuse problem and they'll tell you that they know love is not enough. Give me a break. These overwhelming situations are gut-wrenching. What people do depends on a myriad of factors. It depends on what they can and can't tolerate, their safety and the safety of the person with substance use disorder, etc. If he truly understood addiction, then he would have respected her wishes. He sure as shit didn't do that. Education and support are essential for weighing the options/pros and cons. The answers are never easy. Peter is wrong on so many levels. Whether he knows it or not, he passes judgment on others. He is the opposite of an advocate. Let's all remember that the therapist is probably a paid act, because no licensed therapist would ever suggest the things this actor has advised him to do. You don't have to record a vlog tonight. I mean, ahaha, the clowns that surrounds his circle are unbelievable. Peter said a whole lot of nothing in that video. His usual mumbo-jumbo was in effect, which is a sign that he's lying his ass off. If he did actually do what he needs to do, he wouldn't stop talking about it. If he didn't take weight loss medication from a shady med spa, then he would share what led to his weight loss. He wouldn't be able to contain himself. The only thing he consistently mentioned, for months on end, was that he wasn't hungry at regular meal times and he couldn't finish a regular meal. The only thing he offered in this video is that he has problems with obsessing over his weight and food addiction. That was no surprise. Also, I think that sometimes Alex shines a light on Peter's lies. But I understand why we aren't supposed to discuss him here as an independent person. He said his mother was devoted to her Christianity and that she was a church elder. Is this who she raised him to be? A man devoid of wisdom and accountability, who targets women. He is the opposite of class and dignity. The opposite of a gentleman. He said she named him Peter, after the apostle, but he sure ain't living up to her expectations. She'd be rolling over in her grave if she saw him now. What normal mother would be proud of his vile behavior? It's a mercy she's dead. He is too old to be doing this pathological nonsense. He also excuses himself by saying other people attack these women too. How would that excuse go over with his mother, who he claims was gentle and loving? Some kind of deep darkness is in him. What possesses a man, who has a reckless history, a man in need of silent and honest atonement, to commit further harm? If everyone were jumping off a cliff, would he do it too? He behaves like an infant. Yet he claims to be a source of wisdom, love and positivity. He has convinced himself of his righteousness, and that's a recipe for disaster. He only fools himself, and therefore he's an unrepentant fool. He talks a bunch of BS, but his actions speak for themselves. If his mother were alive, she'd have to deal with his fatal accident, compounded by his malicious behavior. God, in his mercy, spared her of that. Her soul would be crushed to see him now. But he just keeps piling on this shit with his hate channel, ignoring every warning, labeling people who is super fans of these obscure YouTubers. I don't watch any of them. There's a reckless and destructive part of his personality, and he knows it. He knows it well. He knows the difference between right and wrong, but his narcissism makes a litany of excuses for him. He recklessly drove for years. He recklessly targets women. He even recklessly gives himself a third-degree sunburn. Peter will cause his own demise. There's a masochist side to him. There's a self-sabotaging element. The evil he spews will ultimately catch up to him. It's only a matter of time. Guys, as always, leave your comments down below.
You're doing fine, Mimi. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Right.
Just a tiny, inanimate piece of plastic that couldn't possibly hurt you.
I know.
You're doing great.
I feel good.
Much better.
Really?
Yes, yes. You're still in the room. You didn't throw up. It's a big improvement. All right, now. Give me your hand. Here's the tiny little hat.
Tiny little hat, right?
And the big red nose.
The big red nose.
Now, Mimi, is there anything you'd like to say to our little clown friend?
Please don't kill me.
No! No, Mimi.
Oh, I mean, you're my friend, and I like you.
Excellent, Mimi. All right, then. Now, tomorrow, we will take our biggest step yet.
No, I really don't think that I am...
You are ready. You are. In the safety of this environment, you will watch me transform myself into a real live clown. I will apply the makeup, and then I'll put on the clown suit and the big funny shoes. And time permitting, I will make animal balloons.
And you really think that'll work?
As long as you don't ask for anything too complicated like a giraffe. Well, our time is up. All right then, Mimi. I will see you tomorrow, and rest assured, I will talk you through every step of the way. There's nothing to be afraid of. There will be no surprises. I'm so sorry. Yes. Here, there he goes. All right, I will see you later then. Again, I'm so sorry. Little fella really is full of mischief, isn't he?
You mean you're not controlling it?
Yes. Yes, of course I am. Anyway, I will see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Double session.
I'm too sexy for my love, too sexy for my love. Love's going to leave me. So sexy it hurts, and I'm too sexy for Milan, too sexy for Milan, New York and Japan. And I'm too sexy for your party, too sexy for your party. No way I'm disco dancing. I'm a model, you know what I mean. And I do my little turn on the catwalk. Yeah, on the catwalk. On the catwalk. Yeah, I do my little turn on the catwalk. Too sexy by far. And I'm too sexy for my hat, too sexy for my hat. What do you think about that? I'm a model, you know what I mean. And I do my little turn on the catwalk. Yeah, on the catwalk. On the catwalk. Yeah, I shake my little touch on the catwalk. My little turn on the catwalk.